So, where is Steve?
Oh, I don't know if you read the guest sheet. Steve's in here, but we like when we have a musical guest. We like when we have a musical guest on. If he could just, if you could improv some sort of song about what a great radio host Steve is before we start, just to make sure that he's comfortable.
Okay.
Cool?
Yeah, that's totally cool. Okay. Just anything, just improvise something.
Well, yeah, just about him and what a great host he is. I mean, something to make him ready for this. And...
Steve, Steve, Steve. Steve, Steve. Steve, Steve. Oh, Steve. Steve. Love with Steve. Something like that?
Just don't speak. That's a yes, yeah. We'll do the show. That's
Great, awesome.
Now, Eli, you started out in regular music, right?
Regular music, yeah, serious
music. How do we call it? Serious music?
I call it serious music only to distinguish it from comedy music. I think most people just call it music, though.
Okay. Now I get it.
And I started out when I was really young, and I had a band. I got a record deal when I was quite young, and sort of lived the rock star life for a couple years, and it never went anywhere. This was kind of in the mid-'90s when I think pretty much anybody could get a record deal because there was so much money going on in the music scene. And we got hooked up with a producer who kind of had some juice, and we went through that whole thing for a couple years, and it was such a bad experience ultimately. And I continued to pursue like trying to get into the record business for like several more years until I was just like, I don't know, this is just not for me. I'm not built for this. I've always had aspirations towards doing something more comedic, and at a certain point, I just got fat enough to where I was like, I have a much better shot of being a comedian than a rock star.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Well, do you want to let the audience get a taste of some of this? Would you like to do a live song first? Or?
Absolutely, yeah. I'll play a song. Speaking of being overweight, this is a song I wrote. I have a video for it on the internet.
Okay.
It's called Fat Girls.
Okay.
And I'll just do a little taste of it. I'll just do a little
family-friendly taste.
A little family-friendly taste. This one goes out to the FCC. If it was up to me, if I ruled the world, I'd force feed Stouffer's mac and cheese to every girl. Thin chicks do nothing for me. I like fat girls, all these women on TV, skinny as a rail. I like a girl who could do some damage to a scale. I like my lady friends enormous. I like fat girls. Yo, I like fat girls. Mrs. Jack Sprat girls. Leave dents in the sofa where they sat girls. A woman with a big old butt and spilling out the front of her jeans an ice cut. I like a girl with an appetite. Give her 2 large pieces, she can go all night. Grab the girl in a pillow fight. If she makes the bed, that's alright. In them Lane Bryant jeans, a moo-moo made of fur. I can't get over myself looking at her. Skinny women just annoy me. I like fat girls. Fat girls.
Wow.
Yeah!
Do you take a lot of your inspiration from Weird Al Yankovic or possibly any other comedian musicians? What inspired you to actually become a comedian musician, whereas a regular musician?
Great question, Luke. I love and appreciate Weird Al and have since I was a kid. I don't do parody music, though. I do all original stuff, except for that Coco song, the Conan O'Brien song mentioned earlier. My biggest inspiration by far is Tenacious D, because I discovered Tenacious D before they got really popular. A friend of mine turned me onto them, and when they did the HBO show, and I was just like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. Because not only were they hilarious beyond words, it was also great music.
Yeah.
And I mean Jack Black, of course, obviously the world now knows his talent, and
who is this you're talking about?
Gulliver's Travels guy.
The guy from Gulliver's Travels.
Skyler knows
the guy from The Holiday. Is that
that's right. My favorite movie.
No, but Tenacious D just made me think like, wow, this is like music that I listen to. It's comedy music, but I listen to it more than just once or twice. Like I listen to it all the time. I love it. I still listen to Tenacious D all the time. I think their music's great, and but it's also funny. And it kind of occurred to me that you could make comedy music that isn't just like listen to it one time and then be like, okay, I get the joke, it's over. And honestly, I would put Ween in that category too. I've been a big fan of Ween for a long time. They're not really technically comedians, but their stuff's hilarious. But I don't know. Also very listenable, you know.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
I hope that.
Yeah.
Luke, watch your language.
Yeah, knock it off, Luke. No. Thanks for calling.
I completely forgot about Tenacious D. One last question, and then I'll let you guys go. What kind of comedy do you put into your songs, Eli?
Well, unfortunately, it's quite vulgar, and I realize that every time I try to do a show on a radio station, that like I have such a limited number of songs that I can play. That I mean, and it's not just about like swear words; it's more about content-wise. Because I mean, I really, especially with the stuff I've on my first album, which just came out, I really kind of went with the whole like let me try to put super shocking topics that nobody has ever written a song about into a song that's like a catchy pop song,
like love,
like menstruation.
Okay. And your album is called The New King of Music-Based Comedy.
I think everybody out there can relate to this.
It's a good setup.
I wear adult diapers, I cannot lie. Why do I do it? Well, I'm a lazy guy. I just can't be bothered to stand up when I pee, or to sit down on a toilet when I set brown free. What do I do when the diaper gets full? I post an ad on Craigslist that says free stool. And when the guy shows up expecting somewhere to sit, instead he finds out he's gotta take my bleep. Adult diapers, I'm just having some fun. Adult diapers, I ain't hurting anyone. Adult diapers, I'm making the scene. Adult diapers, well, I'm just living the dream. Adult diapers, I wear them, and what does it matter? I choose not to exercise control over my bladder, and by insisting on doing the same with my bowels, I save a lot of money on paper towels. That's right, I wipe with paper towels. Yes, I like to wipe with paper towels. Both brawny and charming make effective wipers. Don't judge me till you've walked a mile in my adult diapers. It's pretty sad when the song that I can play on the radio, that's clean enough for the radio, is that one, right?
It's about something that's not clean at all.
Yeah.
Adult diapers.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everybody. I don't know why my favorite lyric in there is that I'm living the dream.
Oh, that is funny.
Thank you, Dr. Freeman.
Yes.
Now, how much truth is there to that song?
I'd rather not say.
Oh.
Actually, ask me that question again.
How much truth is there to that song?
Depends.
Oh, nice.
Get it? Depends. Brand adult diapers.
No, I get
I'm not endorsing them.
No. How would you feel about pressure cooking Eli, but he has to sing his answers?
Oh, I'd feel great about that.
Eli Braden, what TV show have you seen the most number of times in your life?
Ooh, what TV show have I seen the most number of times in my life? What TV show have I seen the most number of times in my life? I'm thinking Red Shoe Diaries.
Went with the beat and everything there, too.
That's not it, though.
Oh, it's not. Okay, what is it?
Wow, I don't know. It might be Mr. Show. Just because I've watched Mr. Show so many times.
Okay.
Ever so many.